All right, so pronouns she, her, and I'll start my speech now. This debate is about whether those awards does anything beneficial to the industry, but by benefiting here, we mean whether those awards itself actually serves as a mechanization for directors and artists, actors to make better movies, or whether this will motivate them to work and innovate, or will they just create repetitive content and create an unrealistic expectation and pressure on those movie or songs or music industries, right? And know that it's not about how awards impact projects that won awards, but how this can potentially corrupt the entire industries and other artists involved. So now coming up to some of the things we want to clarify and some potential clashes that will happen in this debate. First of all, there are a couple of clash that I'll tackle. The first one is on motivation. The second is on what is considered the best narrative, and the third is on competition, whether this is good or bad. The first one is on the best narrative, right? Because who decides album of the year or best pictures? The organizer or the academy? So therefore, the concept of the best doesn't always suit all people because this can potentially create controversy among people since each have different views. It doesn't truly reflect whether something is the best or not. We can easily take example of the movie Anora, which won Best Pictures 2025. This movie was mostly unknown to the public until it won Best Pictures, and most said that this movie does not deserve Best Pictures because of the effects and because there's a lot of other better movies out there, which exactly fits into this case is that there's no such thing as the best movie out there, and we have never seen opposition tackle this point before. And the second thing I'd like to tackle is on motivation, right? Motivation is something that opposition talks about a lot. On our side, how motivation are more likely to happen on our side of the house. Because when does motivation happen? Motivation happens when every single work is being appreciated by its true value, not whether it's able to win an award or not. So what does opposition say in this? Opposition says that this will promote work from artists, this can motivate them, and this will encourage people to produce better work. Notice that at the end of the day, what do filmmakers or artists want? They want their work to be well known. They want people to appreciate their work. So this means that there are lots of ways they can achieve this. Because if they're truly innovative, sooner or later they will still deserve the recognition that they deserve. And awards will come and go easily, but winning the heart of fans will last forever. Because there are best pictures being awarded and being nominated every single year, and sooner or later people will forget about this altogether. But if you are a truly amazing actor, or if you are known for directing such good movies, and even if you have never won any awards but you are known by the community, then your effect will last forever. So basically what opposition is telling you, that award serves as a tool to recognize the hard work of people and make them well known. Well, let me tell you the truth, not every single artist and actors out there receive awards, but some still have a huge amount of fans that are well recognized because of their pure talent. Like we can take a lot of examples like Snoop Dogg, Katy Perry, for example. They're all amazing artists but have never won a Grammy before. And does this determine their success and how talented they are? Of course not. What determined their success and what determined their success and how talented they are is they themselves and their fans who appreciate them the most. And that is the thing we want to make sure about this motivation thing, because on our side, we can achieve motivation way better when we create a community, when award is not the most important thing, when people they create artwork, they don't have to ask themselves such question whether award is really important or not. And the second thing that we want to tackle, the second clash, is on the competition, whether this is good or bad. Because on our side, we see that this can create toxic competition when artists or actors or directors, they have the burden to create a lot of work, because when artists and actors they live in an industry that prioritizes awards over anything else, this means whenever they participate in any work or project, they will ask themselves this question: is their project good enough to be nominated? And this is so harmful because most of the time people have different opinions on which artists deserve the award, right? You can easily take the example of Taylor Swift versus Beyonce during the MTV Awards, because some say Beyonce deserved it better, others disagree. So this means means that in turns it harmed the industry because everyone is basically chasing virality instead of like real growth. And the same goes to Billie Eilish when her song Bad Guy won the Grammys. Like a lot of people, this speech is not hate, but we're saying the truth that a lot of people say that she doesn't deserve this. And there's a lot of there's a lot of good songs out there. So this shows that competition does exist, and it is really bad for the artist because there are two scenarios happening. One scenario is that when they are such good actors, like for example Leonardo DiCaprio, and when you're such a good actor, when you're such a good artist, then you'll be expected by the general discourse or by the public discourse to get an award or to win an award or actually simply to be nominated for one. Or the second scenario is that when you are actually being nominated and when you're actually win an award, this can have adverse effect if people think that they don't deserve it altogether. Now, what has the opposition said to us when it comes to this point? They said to us a lot of things about how award-winning movies are well deserved. They are recognized by thousands and thousands of people, and they win the award for a reason because like they said to us that they reflect the reality, like, and they give an example about the 12 years of slaves, etc. Of course, we're not saying that those movies are not well deserved, but we're actually saying that how actively participating and believing that award is the most important thing when it comes to the movie industry and like quote unquote celebrity industry, this can create really harmful, especially when movies are fighting for the best award. And we believe that at the end of the day, the site that is able to prove how music and movie industry will last forever and has a lasting impact on the community will win this debate. And we believe that we won this debate since we are able to tell you how artists themselves, the reason that they can stay in this industry is because of their pure talent. And having this award, we believe that simply an award will not determine whether a project is successful. Who determines it is us itself and the one who are actively participating in this kind of project. So very proud to propose.